Hey YouTubers, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Follow the Money, where we are following the money, and the issue that's plaguing everyone in the United States is where's my stimulus check? And if you filed your 2019 taxes with Liberty Tax Service, then you may have not received your stimulus check yet. This is because Liberty Tax had the latest and poorest response to the IRS sending direct payments to tax servicers instead of individuals' bank accounts. Now, I want to give you the Monday, January 11th, 2021 stimulus update from Liberty Tax from the horse's mouth. This is the Liberty Tax CEO, Brent Turner, and he describes the new program offered by Liberty Tax to assist consumers who did not receive their stimulus checks. To me personally, this sounds like an opportunistic way to get money back into Liberty Tax, and to also make people who don't want to file with Liberty Tax anymore because of their poor response to the issue that happened with the IRS, try to force them to file their taxes to get an advance on their stimulus for very needy Americans who need their stimulus money to make ends meet, okay? We are facing some hard economic times with the pandemic, and we all need our money. And this is his response. I just want to play this video real quick for you guys, and then we'll discuss it.
Hi, this is Brent. I'm having to re-record this video because yesterday I recorded a video and posted it on Facebook, and it wasn't quite accurate. Not everything was clear. So I'm trying to do a new video for you so that things are more clear and easier to understand. So stay tuned. Hello, I'm Brent Turner, the CEO of Liberty Tax. I want to let you know that we have some good news. I also want to add that the IRS will be issuing a press release and related information that confirms what I'm about to tell you. We were able to convince the IRS to reverse their original position on the stimulus payments that were processed in error. Instead of your payment coming through the filing of a rebate recovery credit on your 2020 tax return, the IRS will be making direct payments to you, the taxpayer. This is a very big win. If the original plan from the IRS had held, most of our clients would not have seen that stimulus money until March 1st or even later. And I must be clear here. Liberty Tax had not a cent of fault in the processing errors of these payments. We have been working tirelessly to accommodate a faster payment timeline. The commitment we have from the IRS is that all payments will be made no later than February 1st. Let me further explain that systems needed to issue these payments are offline in preparation for the 2021 tax filing season. The reason for the delay in sending those payments is because those systems will not be back online until January 25th. At that time, the IRS will begin processing your payment directly to you. It will not come to your tax preparer.
Okay, just want to stop real quick. Did you guys hear that? January 25th is the date Liberty Tax and the IRS is working together to redistribute the stimulus payments to individuals, okay? So they won't even start redirecting the payments until January 25th. So you're not going to see anything before January 25th. But the week of January 25th, you'll start to see those deposits roll out, and they're coming directly from the IRS because remember, Liberty Tax sent all the money back to the IRS and had to work with them to get everyone's account and direct deposit information and mailing addresses for those receiving mailed checks instead of direct deposit. They had to give all that info to the IRS, and now the IRS has until the 25th to sort that all out and get those payments out. So again, January 25th is a very important date. Let's continue the video.
We did advocate that if they would simply return the payments to our bank partners, we could originate those payments this week. Unfortunately, that is not the option that the IRS chose to elect, no matter how hard we argued or how loud we grew our voices.
Okay, so why is it that H&R Block and TurboTax was able to do that? H&R Block and TurboTax was able to get the money to the individual's bank accounts faster after the IRS error, but Liberty Tax was not. The answer to that question is H&R Block and TurboTax did not send the money back to the IRS. They kept it and figured out what to do with it. Whereas I believe Jackson Hewitt and Liberty Tax sent the money back, and that is why the IRS is saying, no, we're not going to send you the money back that you sent us. We're going to have to do it a new way now, which is when they'll start processing these payments on January 25th. Just a side note, we're going to continue now.
In fact, just this afternoon, I was able to speak directly with a senior official in the Treasury Department and reiterated our concern for our clients. I was unsuccessful in changing the outcome. I just want you to know that I have personally exhausted every opportunity to get you payments faster.
He's exhausted every opportunity. No, you're just a day late and a penny short, buddy. You're just too late in your response. It is your fault. It is Liberty Tax's fault. In addition to the IRS, it is both of their faults, but Liberty Tax could have acted faster. Anyways.
Having said that, Liberty Tax is prepared to help with the following ways. I am very aware of how hard conditions for many of you are receiving this message right now, and waiting 2 to 3 weeks for this payment is particularly painful. For Liberty Tax clients that have been impacted by the stimulus payment processing errors, we will be providing a $500 or $800 interest-free loan. The only way you can get this loan is for you to bring in your tax documents and file with us. I realize that sounds self-serving, but it really is the only way we can help you. It's the only avenue we have left.
Now, comment in the comments below, you guys, if you believe that Liberty Tax did this on purpose. They waited to respond so they can offer $500 and $800 stimulus advance loans. What is that? Okay. Yeah, I mean, for someone in dire need, they might want to take advantage of that if it's between them being evicted or not having food on the table for their family, right? Definitely look into that. And I've looked into that for you, actually. Most of the loan amounts are limiting up to $500, not $800. I haven't heard of a lot of people who were approved for the $800 stimulus advance yet. And again, in order to even apply for that so-called interest-free advance on your stimulus check, you have to file your 2020 taxes with them. Most people have not received their W-2s or their 1099s or other tax documents yet, so they can't even file their taxes yet unless you have your last paycheck stub from 2020. You could possibly use that, but I definitely am an advocate for waiting for my W-2s and 1099s so that I have all the information that I need to file a accurate return, because the penalty of filing or misfiling a return is a lot of work filing an addendum or really costly penalties by the IRS. So basically what he's saying is to me, it sounds like a bunch of bull, because most people don't even have their W-2s yet. So how are you going to file your 2020 taxes? Okay, let that sink in. And then if you did receive your W-2 and you do go in there and you file your 2020 taxes and ask for a stimulus check advance, they said there's no interest, but he did not mention if there were fees or not. So you definitely want to ask if there are fees involved if you're interested in getting a stimulus check advance loan. What are the fees? And reiterate, there's no interest. And if you do sign a document, make sure you read all the fine print, because there could be hidden interest and hidden fees. Okay, so you definitely want to take a look at that. I think this is a really bad response, and it does seem like an opportunistic way the Liberty Tax could, further be predatory in their dealings. A lot of people don't even want to file with Liberty Tax anymore, and I think they know that. So they're saying, hey, if you file your 2020 taxes, we'll give you an advance. Now, if by the time you get your W-2, around January 25th to the 31st, most people start receiving theirs, you might already be getting a direct deposit anyways from the IRS, because remember, they start processing those payments on the 25th for Liberty Tax recipients. Okay, so it may not even make sense at all to get the advance, because you might just get the stimulus payment anyways. So think about that, you guys, before you run in and get one of the advances. And if you know anyone who's thinking about doing it, please share this video with them. Let's continue.
We don't have your stimulus funds, so we cannot just hand you the payment. Many comments to me have been directed as such a solution, but it's seriously misinformed. We don't have that money.
But you did have the money and you sent it back. That's the problem, and that's why it's taken so long for people to get their stimulus checks. I digress.
We can use our existing product and platform to give you access to cash sooner and at no cost. Additionally, we are offering free stimulus counseling to all so that you can be informed of how your stimulus will ultimately get paid to you and the timing at which you can expect the payment. In addition, we'll advise you on the complexities of how this payment and previous payments of unemployment or stimulus will impact your tax return. Again, we will do this free of charge, no cost. I realize this is not the outcome that any of us wanted, but we fought hard to move that date forward for you to receive your stimulus payment sooner. And while we were able to make that happen, it certainly is not soon enough for us or those of you who are suffering from this economic crisis. This is why we are doing everything we can to help offset the discomfort. Make your appointment as soon as possible to discuss your options and possible cash distributions at no obligation and no cost. I don't know what else we can do. We're not charging for this. I wish I had better news, but until I do.
He keeps saying they're not charging for this stimulus payment counseling, whatever the hell that is. And this is no cost solution for consumers and individuals, but it is a cost because if the stipulation to get a stimulus payment advance is to file your 2020 tax returns, filing a tax return with Liberty Tax is not free. Okay, so you're going to have to pay the fees associated to file your tax return in order to even apply for the stimulus advance. So actually, it's not free.
I'm going to continue to do my best, keeping you informed, providing you opportunities for other options, and treat you with the respect to which all of our clients are entitled.
Treating them with the respect that they're entitled to is not telling them they have to file their 2020 tax returns to apply for a stimulus advance. You should just let them apply for a stimulus check advance without filing their 2020 tax returns, since there's no fees and there's no interest. Why would they need to file their 2020 tax returns? You don't need to file your 2020 tax return to get the second stimulus check. That is not a requirement by the government or the economic relief bill, okay? So why are they making a requirement? This is truly, in my opinion, very predatory. Let's finish it up here, guys.
I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, there you have it. He'll speak to us soon. And I'm sure he'll be encouraging more people to get their 2020 taxes filed and apply for a stimulus check advance. Okay, you guys, I want to know what your opinion of this is. I've clearly made mine's very clear here in this video about what I think about Brent Turner, the CEO of Liberty Tax, his delayed response to this issue, which has caused this very mediocre solution for their clients. And I think that I would not do a stimulus check advance so that I could avoid filing my taxes with Liberty. Let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to get more information about stimulus checks, finance, economics, other things regarding money, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, thanks for watching.